Today is March the 29th, which would be my brother's birthday, and the weather is crazy. Last weekend I was in Seoul, not Seoul, I was in China, I'm sorry. Last weekend I was out in the forest, and it was a crazy weekend. Last weekend was 25 Celsius, which was about 77 Fahrenheit. And today is about 40 Fahrenheit, and it's snowing, and it's the end of March. It is, I cannot believe this. The weather is so weird. It is really, really bizarre. Talk about extremes. Last weekend was summer, and this weekend it's winter. So I've put some food out for the birds, some walnuts over there and some over there, and just on this little rock. I cannot believe it. I'm so cold as well. I just wasn't expecting any snow. In fact, I thought that it was going to be sunny. My phone, the weather forecast said sunny, and well, I wasn't expecting it. But this is, it's a random March. Maybe the strangest March I've known in South Korea. Like the extreme of the weather change in 1 week, from one weekend to the next. And then actually kind of like sad news in Korea is that in the southeast of the country this last week they had a really big forest fire, and it's said to be the worst one on record. And it's caused a lot of damage in the forest. As far as I'm aware, the forest is out now. The fire is out now, but yeah, it's going to take probably a long time to recover, and I heard that maybe 18 people died too, so it's really sad news. Anyway, I wasn't expecting a snowy hike, but I'm not going to stay out long because I'm cold, and I'm not wearing my thermal winter top. It's in my bag, but I don't want to take my t-shirt off. And my sweater and my t-shirt off just to put that on. It's going to get really cold. This is amazing. I mean, it's not going to be like deep snow, but still, it's just weird. Yeah, I was just looking before in the stream as well, and I found some more frog eggs and some more salamander eggs, but the tadpoles and larvae haven't hatched yet. So anyway, after this weekend I think that we expect more normal weather for April, so more like about 16, 17 degrees. So it's not going to be cold, but certainly not going to be hot either. It'll just be a bit more normal for that time of year. And it's actually almost cherry blossom season here in South Korea as well. But yeah, it's the weather's a bit surreal, to be honest. Last week I was hiking and I met some guy from America. He's in the military, so we went on a hike together. And I was sweating on the hike. It was really hot and sweaty. And I'm freezing. Oh, suddenly the breeze is gone. It's really cold on the side of my face. My face is really numb on my left side. And then suddenly the breeze died down at this part. But if I walk a little bit further, usually you really get exposed to the wind up there, and it's not far from here. It's really windy, so I think it's just this little part is nicely sheltered. I don't think I'm going to go far today. Just a little hike. And just feel that wind picking up again now, just here, just a little bit. But it's supposed to get quite windy this afternoon too. Tomorrow, I think it's going to be kind of like a bit cold like today, but I think it's supposed to be sunny. No, so no chance of snow. Here's hoping. And I think that tomorrow I might go and see the crows at the top of a different mountain, another local mountain that I always go to. So yeah, here's hoping that'll work out, and hopefully there's no snow. I was kind of over winter weather, and after last week's hot weather, it's kind of it's a bit of a shock. Just down there, some plants is a Buxus coreana is the name of the plant. And there's a beautiful jewel bug. So here, this is the plant, and they're flowering at the moment actually, and they can attract all kinds of insects. But the bug that I'm looking for, they feed on this host plant, and I'm growing this at home. I bought it on the internet, and I've got a number of them, 5 little trees, and yeah, so I'm gonna take the bugs home and raise them. They're still in a nymph form, but they go into diapause over winter time. So what I'll do is hopefully they're gonna be, I imagine it'll be in the same place because that's their host plant, so there would be no reason to go elsewhere. So when they wake up, maybe middle of April or later on, definitely May, then I will catch them and raise them at home until they become adults, and then I'll let them go again. It's kind of a fun hobby, and it's just nice to learn about different creatures and see them change from their nymph form to their adult form. And yeah, just I wanted to do that since they're so beautiful as well. They're like this shiny kind of metallic, all kinds of colors, and they're also great for macro photography. So yeah, and I was also thinking, like last year, to take some to school and show the students. I might do that. A couple of years ago, I remember finding a lizard in this little spot here. In fact, I found the same species of lizard last weekend while hiking. Definitely no signs of lizards today. I mean, it's too cold. And also in this area, probably, I think it's pretty close to here actually, I did find a really beautiful Luna moth, Actius norma, really beautiful. And actually I have one cocoon still in my home, and maybe that moth will come out at close next month, and then I'll let it go. Wow. very pretty here suddenly. In early April we usually get these beautiful purple flowers in bloom in the forest, so I'm looking forward to see that. It's not as windy as I thought as well, that's alright. Because it's pretty cold, that wind. Okay, I think I'm gonna just turn back. I usually like hiking in spring because I want to find animals, like little insects and spiders and birds. But I think the only place I'm going to find the birds is where I was just before when I was feeding them. So I think just going to head back and save my energy for tomorrow. I might take a couple of photos as well. You know, like I said before, this is not really common this time of year in Korea. So, yeah, it took me by surprise. Yeah, I'm wearing quite a few more layers than last week. I'm wearing a hat and this little scarf and some gloves, but it's still, actually these gloves are a bit wet and my hands are cold. And I wish I was wearing my merino wool hat as that wind is pretty cold. But it's okay anyway, isn't it? Yeah, just a little hike and I'm gonna head back, check on those birds, and I think that's just gonna call it a day really. And then yeah, I'm probably come back here maybe next weekend and try and see April, so when it's warmer you get to see these beautiful butterflies in this forest and the flowers in bloom. And also, as you can see, and I turn away, you can see that actually it's not very green at all, but they're starting to have signs of, I don't know if you can see very well, but they're starting to have, the leaves are starting to grow on some of the shrubs. So once it's like the middle of April, this forest is going to change so much, as always does every year. It's such a wonderful time of year. And then from middle of April to the end till May. Oh, wait, this is the flower I was talking about. Look, the Korean name is jindale. Look, it's just they're about to bloom. So cool. There's some more. I forgot the name, but in Korean it's jindale. Yeah, this looks good. But yeah, from middle April to end of May, we get to see some big changes in the forest, which I always love. Yeah, so lots to look forward to. And now I know where the salamander and frog eggs are. I can keep an eye on them, just check every week and see the progress, which is pretty awesome. I don't think I've actually seen salamander larvae, so I'm going to really look forward to see them. Anyway, stopped snowing, so I'm going to head back down. I just spotted some flowers which looking really like they're in bloom now. Let's see. Just over there. Yeah. There's some beautiful purple in the forest. Nice. There it is. Looks good. Yeah, they're fully in bloom. Nice one. Wow, I've never seen the flowers in bloom when it's snowing. It's the first. These ones are about to open. Nice. So these are the stairs that take me back down to the little resting area with the bench, where I usually spend a little time watching the wild birds. And I don't usually feed them this time of year. Usually just the winter time, but just occasionally. Until the end of March I was just putting a little bit of food for them. It's only once a week. Oh, I tell a lie. I went here once during the week, so twice this week. But I think it's okay, just a little time. And you can see quite a number of species, including today. And last time I was here, actually, I was really surprised because the Japanese pygmy woodpecker, Swedaktakui in Korean, that one actually came down to the ground to feed. And I was like so surprised because they usually just glue to the trees. This is like, today was the second time that I found that bird, like while watching that bird eating some of the nuts. So I guess it's been doing that quite a lot when I have not been there, and I was lucky to see that. It's not there this time. Usually it was just on that shrub just straight ahead, and there's still lots of food. Actually, the little marsh tits there, which is way back there. There's just one sitting on the bench. I can't sit down on the bench because of snow. So maybe I'll stay 5 minutes and just stand around. And then head down to the temple. And the sun's trying to shine, so that's good. It's not as cold now, the wind is gone. That was weird. It was just like this little snowstorm. It wasn't like, obviously not a lot of snow, but yeah, it was suddenly out of nowhere. Literally a moment ago I said, oh, the sun's starting to come out and it's not snowing and it's looking alright. And then literally seconds later, it's snowing and the sun's hiding again. And I think I'm going to mosey on down to the temple and let the birds be so they can enjoy their walnuts in peace. Yeah, I will go. Hopefully this is the last time I'll see snow until maybe December. I don't want to see any more snow. Spring and the flowers are blooming. What's going on? once again, it's a little bit chilly. Oh, should I even say cold? The chilly is being a bit kind. I think it's cold. And the snow is falling. It's not like hailstone, but it looks like it looks a little bit like hailstone, but it's not really. Actually, I don't think I've even seen hailstone in this country, but it looked a tiny bit like that, but it's a bit too soft for hailstone. Yeah, but it's gonna snow for a while. The sky's looking like it's gonna continue. So yeah, I think the weather I won today, and I just cut my hike short. I'm almost at the temple, so I think that tomorrow maybe sunny hike at Kwangdok Sand Mountain, and I think I'll pack a little bit of food because I like to feed the crows once a week just for now. And I've been trying to make friends with crows over the winter time, and they sort of like, I think they remember me, but they don't get so close. But when I put the food down, they come close then at that point. So I want to go and see them, and I want to see the, the City Paris various bird, which is so cool. So that's tomorrow. And look, it's really green. Just a little patch of green, which is really nice. And there's some more. And look, you can see there's some more of those purple jindale flowers. And over in that direction over there is Kakwansa Temple. So I'm just on the little trail behind, heading down to the little reservoir or pond or whatever it is. And you can just see in the distance there the sitting Buddha statue just behind those trees. It's a popular temple, so it draws in quite a lot of people, especially in April and May. This place, not this trail, but over that way, gets really crowded, and the traffic builds up, and it's really pretty when the flowers are in bloom. But personally, I don't really like crowds, so I'll probably give it a miss this year and try something else, go somewhere different. I wonder if there are any baby birds these days. Like, I don't know when baby birds lay their eggs and when chicks hatch. But I don't think it's a good day for a little chick today, is it? Hopefully it's all good. I assume that birds can adapt. I mean, birds are pretty resilient. This tree is covered in moss. Looks really cool. I can see all the moss on that tree. I really want to go to like a mossy forest, like trees all covered in moss. There is a forest on this island in Japan, which might be just what I'm looking for. So if all works out, maybe in a year's time I might get to go there. And being in South Korea right now, Japan is so close, so it's very affordable, and also a better option for the environment rather than flying somewhere so far away, so it's at least a little better. And just down here there's a bit of a stream. It's only a small stream. The stream goes from that side and it goes over here, and I found more salamander eggs actually just along here. So there's some salamander eggs just on the right over there, and then further down I found more salamander eggs. And there's a yellow flower. This, I don't know, I only know Korean names, but this is kenari. So it's one of the first flowers in bloom. It's very pretty. And I guess that's somebody's private property there. I wish I lived right in the forest. That would be so cool. I think a lot of these pine trees were cut down because there's a disease. And I heard that if one tree gets that disease, then the chance of the other ones catching the same disease is pretty high. So there's a lot of work to manage the problem, I think. I don't know 100% know, but I've heard things about these pine trees, and specifically pine trees. Well, this is the end of the trail, so I'm gonna finish off here, and maybe, I don't know for sure, but I might make a little video tomorrow, make a last video for the end of March, and we'll look forward to some proper spring hikes come April.